Hello everyone, my name is Duration and welcome back to another showcase video. Today we're going to be talking about hidden doors and hidden entrances in Minecraft Alpha. Now as you know, Minecraft Alpha can be incredibly tricky for making hidden doors since there's no pistons or anything. So any block interaction has to be basically has to be done with gravity blocks or by using kind of other mechanics in order to remove blocks essentially, since you can't do it with pistons. So a lot of the times the doors are, one-time use. You can open them once or maybe they'll open and close. But yeah, I'm going to be showing off some of the designs that I've come up with. And then, hopefully you'll enjoy that. Okay, and before we even get started on showing off the doors, I'm going to be going over this brief concept here. And this is actually a block update detector. This is one of the easiest ways to make one. I'm not sure of really too many other ways that you can do it, but this is the way that I do it. And basically it detects block updates. So when I stand on this redstone dust, you can see that when it is triggered into being lit redstone dust, that the water comes down this channel over here. And that is basically our output for the block update detector. So when we have water here, that means that we have a output signal. And you can see removing this grass block over here caused it to update again. So I have to do this in such a way that we don't get an update, remove this block last. And we can also do this with furnaces. If I grab something to smelt here, I don't know if I have anything with me. Can I smelt a pressure plate? No, I can't. Okay, hold on. This is where having creative mode in the NSSS mod is absolutely great because I can just go like that. Let's put the block in there. Start the furnace, and you can see when the furnace changes to being a lit furnace, it triggers this block update detector. And if I go quick enough, I might be able to get it to trigger when the furnace goes off as well. Let's just wait for it. And when the furnace goes off, there it goes again. So you can actually use this to trip some sort of circuit if you finish smelting something as well. Now remember, in order to reset these things, you do have to do it manually. I'm not certain of a way that you could do this automatically yet. If there is a way, someone please let me know because that would be extremely useful. But I've never heard of a bud switch that works in alpha that you can just click a button and reset it. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing, I guess. Now as you can see right here, this is one of the first hidden doors, or I guess just door in general. This would probably be better hidden if I used gravel and used it on like an area like in a cave or something where there's an area where you can kind of blend it in. It would probably be best, especially with the stone button. You can really hide that away nice and easily in a cave. And if we take a look over here, we can see that the button just runs right to this bud right over here, which is going to update when the redstone turns on. And that means that it's going to come down this way, knock out these torches here. These sand blocks are going to fall, which is going to knock out these torches here, and then these sand blocks right here are going to fall down, and the whole door just comes down. So if we press the button just like this, there it goes. And I like this one specifically because it does one torch at a time, so it kind of flows across, which is really neat. And if we go over here, this is another design I made. This one's a lot more compact, and this is probably my favorite one if I were to make one. And this one's basically the same concept, except this one's a little trickier to reset up again. But as you can see here, we basically have a torch holding up this gravel. As soon as the bud is updated, it's going to knock out this torch and the water will flow down here. This block of gravel will fall and all of these signs will break off. And the whole door comes down all at once. That's a nice feature to have. And I could probably go over how to reset these as well, since that's probably going to be a little bit important. I think the other one was pretty self-explanatory, but I know this one can be a little tricky to reset. Now, I did it wrong already because you shouldn't let the water flow out everywhere, making a bit of a mess here. But if we go like, I think we go like this, or nope, hold on. Oh, I might have actually stuck a solid block right here. So if you have a solid block right here, that's right, then the water doesn't want to flow here. And then if we put a torch here and then break this block, you can see that we have it all set up. And then we just have to place the gravel on top of the torch, just like so, if I can stand still. And then you'd set all your signs up and you'd fill everything up with gravel, just like so. And this is a third rendition of this door, and this one's actually special because this one closes behind you as well, I came up with this one from scratch, so I'm not certain if it's the most efficient way of doing it, but I like it because I came up with it. So basically what we have here, we have a block update detector. When you press this button, the first thing that happens is the water flows towards this redstone torch. It knocks it out, which means that you actually, this door falls down right here. Then the water also, when it's updated, it goes this way, but it also goes this way. Now it's a long channel on purpose because you want to have a slight delay coming down this way. It comes and knocks out this torch right here. And if we get on top right here, you can see that this stack will shift down by 1. And this water is going to flow right here and knock out this torch right here. And these 2 blocks are going to fall and close the door again. So the door will open. The water will also flow underneath to knock out this stack. Will come down this way and knock out this torch to close it again. So let's take a look at that in action. Okay, so here we go. We're going to press the button right here. You'll see that the door opens. If we go really quick here, you can see the water is flowing, knocks out the torch, and it closes again. And as you can see, this was not planned, but when the sand falls down, the water also falls down in the same space, but it doesn't flow everywhere, so it doesn't really make too big of a mess, which is nice. Now this one's also a bit of a pain to reset, but I'll go over it as well. Now ideally, if you can break blocks and place them as quick as possible, you can do this sort of maneuver. And you'd have to be very quick, but it is possible if you do it with your fist, holding a torch, and then you want to place a torch right there. If you don't do that fast enough, all of those blocks are going to fall down. You'll have water leaking from the top. So the best thing to do if you can't do that fast enough is to just block up this water first, because you don't want to have any issues. So I'm actually going to do that anyways. Let's just use this redstone ore block because that's what I have in my inventory. That's going to stop any water from leaking down. So let's say you can't do that fast enough. Let's go back around to the other side here. And we'll break it. You know, it makes a bit of a mess. Our secret door is revealed, but that's not really too big of an issue. You want to keep this block right here, and you'll probably want to place a block right here, and then one right there, and then break this one. So you have 2 blocks right here. The water can't flow either way right here because, you know, the water doesn't prefer to go that way because there's a hole closer by. So we'll place a torch right here, and then we'll start stacking sand or gravel. It doesn't really matter too much. We can do the same thing over here. We're going to want to, you know, if you can't do it fast enough, just break all the sand, place a torch, and then place all the sand or gravel back on here again. We'll get up to the top, and, you know, assuming we can't break super fast, let's just go like that. And then we'll also want to fill this all the way up to here. And then a torch right there with 2 sand or gravel on top as well. And then we're all reset and we're ready for another round. So this one's a bit more work, but it's really cool. If it's, you know, a one-time use thing, you're running away from your friend or something, I don't know, it would be cool. In fact, this one's so cool that I actually made a secret one in this area over here. Now it's going to be quite obvious, you know, now that you know what you're looking for. But you want to look for like a nice gravel patch right here. I actually made this one myself, so it wasn't even here anyways, but you can make it look natural if you take your time. Now, hiding the button can be a bit tricky. I decided to hide mine in this little crevice over there, and basically our door is going to appear right here. If we press the button, you know, nice and quick, there it goes. We can walk in, and then it's going to close behind us again, just like that. Isn't that amazing? Now, you'll probably want to keep everything exposed so you can get in here nice and easily and reset the whole thing again. Again, it's going to be the same setup as I showed you before. And now that we've kind of covered the gravity block doors, I'm going to go over another kind of variety of doors, I guess. We have the painting doors. Now, everyone knows about these hidden doors. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you see a painting in Minecraft. You probably are going to check right away to see if there's any hidden doors. But as you can see here, you know, it doesn't appear as though there is a hidden door. But actually, there is a door behind this, but I'm hiding it with an iron door. So if we go like this, and we press some of these buttons, you know, we go all crazy, pressing every button here and placing gravel, you can see, you know, it doesn't appear to do anything. So you might think, okay, maybe, you know, maybe this person is actually into paintings. Like maybe they're the rare person who actually puts a painting up just for decoration. Yeah, it's kind of mind-boggling that someone would actually place paintings just for the sheer purpose of looking at them, but, you know, there are some people out there, so you might think, okay, maybe that's just the way it is. But this one is actually triggered just like so. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it from like this. Okay, hold on. I have to get a item to stay on this pressure plate right here. And then look at that. I can go through. Nice and easy. So that one's kind of clever, I guess. But if you don't have an easy way to hide a pressure plate or a button or something, there's also another way we can do this. I'm going to show you over here. Now, if we head right past my LCD screen over here, we can see that I've got a little lake set up over here and a very terribly hidden bunker that absolutely no one will be able to find. Absolutely no one knows that this is here. And we've got a boat float switch over here. I've encased it in glass so you can sort of see what's going on. And yeah, you'd probably do a better job of disguising that, but I was in a bit of a rush here. But basically, this door is based on the same thing. You've got an iron door behind the painting, so you can't get in unless you go over here and you break this block, which is going to flood this this switch over here, this float switch, and it's going to open the door. And look at that. We've got a secret bunker that has absolutely nothing in it. What can we stick in here that would be extremely cursed? We'll stick the redstone ore because that's a cursed item or something. I don't know. That's what we want to hide. And then, yeah, this one's pretty simple. You know, close it up. You just place the block back again. And, you know, if you spent the time, you'd actually probably cover this up. Yeah, NSSS has a bit of a strange bug where you can get into, you know, boats and stuff, you know, through blocks, which is kind of annoying. But if we just cover this up, just like so, you can see that this can easily be a fairly hidden way of getting in. And then you do the same thing, break the block, and the door opens, and then you can, you know, place the block back again to close it. Just like so. Now, Minecraft Alpha doesn't really have a lot of ways to interact with blocks, so I was thinking, I want to have like a third, you know, door that I can show off in this showcase video. You know, it's kind of nice to have 3 different things to show if you can. It just kind of fills the time. But, you know, I was thinking for a while, going through, you know, the creative menu here, you know, looking at blocks and thinking, can I use this? And in fact, I probably could have tried like an explosive door as well. Maybe with like somehow integrating, you know, cobblestone generators or something. Maybe that's an idea for another video. But for now, we're going to be focusing on this block right here, which is lava. Now, flammable blocks are another great way that we can use to, you know, open an opening. But the problem with flammable blocks is that when you're relying on fire tick, it takes a while. It takes a little while. So this is going to be known as the slowest door in this whole tutorial. So here we go. So basically the way I've decided to disguise the buttons is, you know, just placing them literally everywhere. And someone's just going to come through and they're going to click them all and they'll think, okay, nothing happened. I might as well just leave here because there's obviously nothing to see. They were just using the buttons as decoration. But oh no, sir. If you take a look at this button right here, you can see that it is linked around. And we just used lava as a bud. And you can see that the lava is going right towards this block right here. And if we take a look at where that block is, it's literally right below this wool block right over here. So you guys can see where this is going. Behold, the world's slowest door. Let's roll it. And there it goes. It's going, finally. Took long enough. It's gonna open all the way, right? It's gonna open all the way, right? Yeah, there it goes. Look at that. Who said that a door has to be fast, you know? World's slowest door. I mean, I think the best thing about this door is it's gonna deter people just by the fact that it doesn't open right away. But if you're patient enough, and you know it's there, it will open eventually. You just gotta wait for that fire tick to kick in. But I think it's just about time to wrap up today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to leave a comment or a like rating down below. And if you'd like to see more from me, consider subscribing. And that way you'll receive notifications when I upload a new video. Also, be sure to check out the NSSS mod because this mod is still in development. So be sure to check out the Discord. I'll link it down below where you can get all the latest news on what is coming up in the next updates. As per usual, all the links to my socials are listed down below. Be sure to check them out if you're into that kind of thing. But thanks for tuning in to today's episode, and we'll see you in the next video.